Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Maricopa College's Esports League Grand Finals here for Valorant. It is a best of 5 matchup between Mesa Community College and Chandler Gilbert, going at it MCC versus CGC, and we are getting right into the action with Agent Select here in map number 1. We are starting on a spicy fracture, which I don't get to see a lot of in competitive play, and can't wait to see how these two teams come out and get ready to compete in this series for all the marbles. It is a best of 5. This is game 1, and CGC will be starting on the attacking side, with MCC starting on the defensive side. This is Chandler Gilbert's Division 1 squad. If you saw the semifinal match from last week, Mesa Community faced off against Chandler Gilbert's Division 2 squad, and were able to take that one in one of the closest best of 3 series I have ever seen in my life. It was down to the wire in every single game, so they've deserved their spot, and now they're trying to take down the Titans that are CGC Division 1. It looks like we've got the agents locked in and ready to go. And we're going to be getting started with some fracture action here very, very shortly. Thank everybody for coming out and checking out the stream and showing your support for these teams and these players. Always love to see people coming out showing support for these guys as they look to get the dub here for Valorant and get this first place finish for the circuit. We are loading up and getting ready, and let's take a quick look at what we've got agent side on both teams. Mesa Community starting on the defensive side, going to be going with Shooty on Brimstone, Rezel on Chamber, Alex J on the Breach, Serafall on the Sage, and Raze going to be sitting with Lurch. And looking over at the CGC attacking side, we've got Chamber on Maxo, Brimstone with Disaster. It's going to be Breach on Accent, and Panda rocking Jet and Lenny on the Reyna. So pretty standard comp there for both sides, essentially. You've only got that one duelist up top on the MCC side, but opting for the classic Jet Reyna combo for the CGC attackers. And it looks like we will get started off with an A aggress for the first side. 3 and 2 split, going for main and satellite. Breach Concuss coming through. Going to slow down the initial push, but footsteps heard. Rotates already made, and there's 4 players sitting on this A site for the MCC defensive efforts. Push up main we go. Shorty in hand. Sage going to throw down the slow. Again, going to slow down this attempt. The 2 players already pushed up relatively far and drop. Huge nade damage. Actually going to take down Lenny and Lurch, starting this series off with a nice frag. And 2 health remaining on the Breach as well. That's going to spark an initial rotate over towards this B side. All 4 players making the way over. Brimstone prepared for it, and Chamber anchoring on this site. Actually, execute is about to begin. Pushing up long now, making their way from Arcade. Chamber getting taken down by a headshot. Rezel is gone. Maxo taking advantage. Minus 50 HP. 2 players very low. Still in a 4-on-4 situation. Have to favor Mesa in this situation. Stage push from Canteen. And 1 more to follow. Kill coming through. Down to a 4 versus 3. And low HP on 2 of the remaining players. Mesa trying to get this pistol round win. This can be lethal from the corner. Not looking the right way. It's going to be a 1-for-1. Down to a 3 versus 2. 1-for-1s aren't going to do it as Jet finds 1 more. Down to a 2 versus 2. Both players playing towards Arcade. 1 player down. Second player not to follow. Diffuse down to half. Actually just sticking it the whole way. They're not going to be able to find him. It's going to be the Ninja forcing that one out. Final kill is found for the Jet, who gets 4 on the round, but the win is not to follow. It's MCC who get us started in this game. And they're going to be looking to try and take as much advantage from that early win as they can. The rank disparity in this one, a little more than what we've seen in previous games. We've got 2 diamonds, 1 immortal, and 2 plats currently, not their peaks, but current ranks, sitting on the side of CGC Division 1. And then we've got 2 plats, 2 golds, and a bronze on the side of MCC. So interesting to see an early start here, but MCC have been grinding it out these last couple days, working not only on their individual play, but team play as well. Something that can really be used to try and take advantage and lower the gap. As it looks like we have gotten a full force here from the side of CGC, but an early kill coming from that Chamber with the golden gun is going to get it immediately down to a 5 versus 4. Low HP as shots rain through the smoke. Heal coming out from Sage, going to get that chamber right back up to a healthy state. And it's going to be a 5 versus 4 retake. 1 drop, 2 sight. And 1 main. As Util rains into the site. 70 HP remaining on the breach. Going to get taken down by the Rays quickly there with the judge from stairs. And now the 5 players looking to push their way onto the site. From main, Lenny not going to be able to find the kill. Wall goes down to secure main off. From drop they go. Shooty finding 2. And round 2, the anti-eco not going to be in the books yet. As a user taken down, but Brezel will clean it up. Mesa community taking the early lead, losing a lot of HP in that round, but only dropping 1 gun. Pretty substantially solid eco round for them. It's heading into round 3 now. That hard force from CGC is not going to allow for a full buy at all. It's going to be Sheriffs. Jet going to be able to force a Vandal after dropping 4 in the pistol. It's essentially just going to be a pretty hard bonus round now for MCC as they look to continue to expand this early lead on this defensive side of Fracture. Sheriffs, golden gun on the chamber as well. Definitely going to be dangerous on the headshots. Got to be careful with the angles you peek as it's going to be all 5 over towards this B site. 3 main, 2 arcade split. Shots up towards heaven. They know 1's tower. Brimstone putting the stimmy down on site. Looking to face this aggression from B main. Not pushing up yet. Jet forced into the corner. Nade coming out. Not going to find much damage, but Jet forced back. Bomb buddy. Not going to go off. Raze from tower. Drop some damage down on this Jet through that molly. And Breach starting to make some aggression over here towards arcade. Pushing up a little deeper into that front side corner. Chamber, though, on the flank from Satellite might have this Reyna caught completely off guard. Reyna's watching it. It's going to be all timing. Chamber somehow gets the better of it. Might find this kill to Reyna and is going to be able to do so. Now here comes the execute. 3 players pushing in from main. And Breach caught over there in arcade. Taken down. 1 kill coming out from the Sage as well. Gets it down to a 4 versus 1. With the Vandal remaining. Going to find 1 kill, but can't do much more than that. And Brezel finding 3 on that chamber. Closes out the round. MCC expanding this lead. And not dropping much econ in the process. Will opt to force a couple rifles here, but most players going to be sitting up and above 3K. Looks like they are going to get Spectres and Vandals, or Spectres and Rifles across the board now, going into a full buy from CGC. No economy remaining for them, a must-win round. If they go down 4-0 here, they're not going to have a full buy going into round 5. They're going to start to give away round after round in this game. Going to want to figure it out. Chamber opting to go for the operator play with his ultimate down over towards A, and he's pushing really aggressively into 4. Flash comes through. Still opting to go a little further. Has the Brimstone here on this initial peak. He's going to be the first enemy to find, and it's going to find the kill.
Down
1 down,
A.
5 versus 4. 2 players now making their way from Jot. Jet already made their way through Sands, but not able to connect on the kill. Chamber through the smoke. Going to get taken down. 4 versus 4, now down to a 4 versus 3. As Lenny able to find that frag on the site. Shooty. At drop. Has some util to work with. 3 versus 4 retake. 2 players from mid. Ult going to go down on site. Chamber's going to have some room to work with there to stay alive. And Jet wreaking havoc here from Sands. Able to find 1 more. And Breach there to clean it up. First round up on the board. And a must win here early on for CGC. They escape with 3 rifles. They're going to be able to force up on the other 2 if they really wanted to. Econ's a little short. They're going to go full armor, maybe. Spectre, 2 Jets got knives, so they're good there. And MCC going to opt to go for a half buy. Spectre's light across the board with a Bucky. Not investing too much. Want to keep this econ strong going into that next round. Not going to want to allow an easy tie.
Get out of my way.
We're underway. Execute looking like it might be going over towards the safe side again. All 5 players there. Jet again aggressive in Sands, but Chamber not gonna let much happen. 1 for 1 as Disaster trades it out.
Launching smoke.
Smoke's going down. Blind through as well. Nobody on the A site. They're gonna play retakes instead. Spike goes down. We've got Raze on the flank over near Satellite. Chamber Trap should be able to spot it and will.
There they are.
Pushing through, Chamber gonna look to find this headshot. Ray's not expecting it. Bomb buddy down, trying to bait out the peaks. Bucky not gonna be able to do enough damage. Down to a 3 versus 4. From mid they push. Upper sight, Lenny able to find one. Now looking for two, able to find it. Heal on that. Last one main, kill found.
On my mark.
3-2 the scoreline.
On my mark.
CGC slowly starting to claw back. Finding these rifle round wins. And now they've got MCC up against the ropes. Forced to go full buys into this one with no real economy left to show after. It's going to be a big round for both of these sides. And it's looking like B might be the play. Only 2 players on that B site defending. 3 over towards A, but Chamber looking to aggress over towards Sands.
Let's play.
Here we go. Early smokes down. Jet looking to push through, trying to take advantage of that gap. Molly down to avoid the early push. Jet's made her way into the smoke. Up towards tower. It's going to be breach on Alex. Waiting to do something with it. All 5 rotates now over towards this B site. It's going to be a 5 versus 5. As breach ult going to go through. Not going to connect on anybody. Dash up. Heard the zip line. Breach going for the peak. Able to find that headshot on the Jet. Now towards site we go. 3 players still sitting back in main as Brezel able to find one as well. Onto the site. They're cleaning up. It's the Chamber for 3. It's Disaster trying to do his best to fight back in this round. Alex not quite sure where he was. Com's not there. Down to a 1 versus 3. Headshot coming through. Lurch on low HP. Peek from Brezel. He's down as well. That's a headshot. 3 now going on for the ace. Stim beacon down. Lurch just playing the canteen angle. And Brimstone on site. Ult going through. Race has space. Up into tower he goes. And it's Shooty on site to try and shut this one down. Peeky angle. Able to find the kill. It's 4. It's going to be a 1 versus 5 clutch. That's a one-shot raise. Sitting behind the box. The angle is known. And now they're both one-shot. Satchel through. Lurch trying to not let this round escape. And Disaster is able to find the 1 versus 5 ace with the classic headshot to finish it off. CGC win a round they had no business competing in. And they're going to tie this game up at 3 apiece. A devastating round for MCC as the econ is struck and they're going to be forced back to half buys. Unbelievable plays there from the Brim. And it's looking like aggression to get us started in round 7. Right back over towards the A site. Early U-tilt. Sage wall committed. Looking like to go for the fast rotate. Shooty's already there, but he's not going to be able to find a kill. Execute out of the site, already done. Breach sitting in arcade as the rotate's going to have to come through soon. And Breach has been spotted. Crouch peek from the box, taken down. Brezel able to find that headshot with the golden gun. A menace for this MCC squad so far. There's ults to commit here as well, but odds are this round's going to go down in favor of CGC. There was no invest in. Ray's pushing through. Lurch able to get towards site, but taken down pretty fast. It's going to be the Sage pushing from Canteen. Not going to be able to connect on that kill. And it's down to a 4-3 game. 7 rounds into this first half. CGC continue to claw back after dropping the pistol in the 2 rounds to follow. They've got 4 straight and looking to continue the streak. MCC now going to be full buys. Back to a rifle versus rifle round. And the defense back to the same 3-2 split that MCC has been going with this entire game so far.
For you, hermanita.
And we'll see his aggression seems to be over towards the A side initially. And here we go. Blind going out through door. Over towards drop. Aggression here from the Jet. A lot of damage taken. 46 health to work with. Brezel able to find one. Trade is there. Sage able to find the trade. Nice 2 kills coming out from drop. But it's a 3 versus 3 as the site's been traded out as well. Raids from behind. Ultimate coming through. 2 kills down. And final 1 versus 2. Lenny can't get it done. 4-4 in a chaotic round on the A site. And a huge ultimate from Raze to even things out. both teams going to have to force up on both ends, putting a lot of investment into this game. Into this round in specific, both teams sitting pretty low on a lot of members. A loss here is going to put either side in a really awkward spot. And it's looking like aggression going to be over towards the B side to get us started. Smokes down. And Shooty going for this aggression over towards B long again, sitting there with the judge. This can be dangerous. Up into the smoke is Jet expecting it. Brimstone falls off, goes back into Cantina, and is going to pay the price. Maxo pushed up in arcade, able to find the kill. Jet's already there, flanking behind in tower. Alex with the Bulldog, can't do much with it. The concussion was through. And a clean sweep of the A site. Or B site, pardon me. Gets it down to a 5 versus 1, and the Sage left to play. Headshot through, round over. Flawless for CGC. And back to a 5 versus 4. As these two teams continue to trade rounds a lot closer than I initially thought it would have been. But MCC coming out here, putting up a fight. Had the lead early, and CGC now starting to find their groove. We continue to see these teams and these players develop as we reach the bitter ends of this first half of map 1. It's looking like it will be more of a default attempt here, but most of the aggression going to go over towards this B site.
Launching smoke.
Smoke's down. Chamber playing over towards Generator. B Link and Sage up in tower. Going to be able to get a little bit of damage down, but Chamber has already been sent off the site, and now it's just one left to defend with 3 players rotating through mid, and Jet in a really solid spot over towards Jenny, down to a 5 versus 2. No invest really from MCC, but a classic going to find a kill at the very least. Flash through, sends both players blind, and it's Lenny to go through, clean up the kills, and get this half down to 6-4 scoreline. CGC doing a really good job on these anti-ecos of getting these rounds over fast and not giving too much kills over to this defending side. Timeout going to come through, something that MCC have taken advantage of throughout this league and throughout this circuit. And one of the teams that has their coach active and present in these lobbies, able to give advice as best as they can to try and figure out strategies that are going to work against this CGC squad. And so far, we've seen pretty decent strategy on both ends. A really, really great start for MCC, getting those first 3 rounds, 2 of which were retakes. And ever since then, it's been all frags all the time for CGC, finding 6 of the next 7. They've got ultimates to work with in this round as well. Brimstone already good to go. Jet with knives up again, but it's 4 ults on the side of MCC. Chamber, Brim, Sage, Breach, all sitting ready to go. And it's round 11 about to get underway. Aggression looking like they're going to be opting to go over towards this A side early on. I believe we're going to be back to this 3-2 split for the MCC defensive efforts. Reach Concuss going through. Chamber playing up close. Concuss going through, but not affected. Frezzo's still able to find 2. One more remaining. And in the back of the same main side, and last 2 sitting over towards Satellite Bombot. Not going to spot it. Chamber putting down the trap. Smoke down on top of it. Chamber going to use that zip. Make their way over. He's definitely been heard. And Lurch's head just barely avoiding that shot through that smoke. Flash coming out. Smokes continue to fall to try and slow down this attempt. Shooty able to find that Jet on the drop lurk, and now all 5 players committing over towards this spike location, making sure there's not a single possible entry attempt as this smoke about to drop soon in Lurch in a pretty lethal spot. Maxo has pre-fired it already, expecting it. Trap coming through. Lurch able to find the headshot. Rim to peak, and the finish is there. 6-5. MCC shut it down fast.
Last round before the switch.
MCC's Chamber is gold 3. The ranks on all these guys really quick. It's going to be Alex J, the Breach, sitting at gold 1. Lurch the Rays, gold 3. Rezel, gold 3. Shooty, sitting at gold 3 as well. And then Serafall is going to be at bronze 1. And the ranks of CGC is going to be Panda at diamond 3. Accent at platinum 3. Disaster platinum 2. Maxo immortal 1. And Lenny at diamond 2. Immediate trades coming out over towards Arcade as aggression in A main
Off your feet!
has led to a 2-for-1 trade in favor of the attacking side. Ult committed as Lurch going to be taken down from above. Early aggression doesn't lead to much, and now it's a 4 versus 2 retake here
Open up the sky!
in the final round of the half.
There.
All from Brim, gonna find one. Shooty has to expect one in the smoke here. Smoke falls. Shooty's there. Headshot found. One more from Shooty. Gets 3, and now it's down to a 2 versus 1 on the res. Disaster in A main, and now it's Brim versus Brim. Stim versus Stim.
Molly!
70 health remaining. Molly committed early. Shooty's gonna have time to work with. Time's a ticking. Smoke is down. Shooty's gonna get on the spike. Might be trying to half it here. Able to half it. Might be just going for the full stick. Will get off. Peeking from the left side, spots the shoulder. Both players going for it, and Shooty's able to find the head tap for the quad kill clutch on the round. 6-6. We're going through halftime with a tied game. And both of these colleges, regardless
Switching
of division, seem to want to bring them the distance the entire time. So evenly matched the matches in the semifinals. And evenly matched again here in game 1 of the Grands. MCC, definitely a defensive-sided team. Seen them perform extremely well on the defensive side on multiple maps, but let's see how they're going to be able to transition to this attacking side on Fracture. Crucial that they try and get this early pistol, get themselves that early advantage, but CGC looking to do the exact same thing.
Right here.
Both players desperately want this pistol win, especially in a 6-6 game. The importance only gets higher and higher. As it looking like it will be aggression. 1 towards Arcade. It's going to be Chamber versus Chamber, but teleport used on top of Jen, and 4 coming from main. Stim down is Maxo, not spotted yet. Will fall. And the Breach sitting up in tower, able to find one with the Shorty. Classic kill for Maxo as well. It's going to get it down to a 5 versus 3. Shorty shots continue to rain in from tower as one more is found, and it's down to a 5 versus 2. This pistol round has fallen apart with this attacking side, and CGC have sealed the deal here. To get us started in this second round, it's going to be a flawless pistol. And that's a huge start to this second half. So far, kills spread relatively even across the board for the CGC squad. A little top heavy over on MCC. But not too much to worry about. Still a lot of space to work with, a lot of Valorant left to play. As it's looking like A is going to be the name of the game here. All 5 players approaching from main side. And here we go. Classics on the full save. Going to be going for rifle buys next round. Lenny looking to get this anti-eco. Fraggers going with that Spectre. Close left. The flank is spotted on the trap. Lenny playing behind the box. Peeks coming out. Able to find 1. Dismiss is going to get them back into the corner. Looking for 2. Headshot found, but the heal coming through. Lenny's back up to 100. Kills coming out, and the anti-eco is flawless. 8-6. CGC expanding the lead and continuing to build their economic strength. As all players going to be sitting up and above 2,000 at the very least. But it's full rifle buys here for this MCC squad as they look to steal away this round 15. Take advantage of the bonus. Get some rounds back up on the board. They are full invested. It's 2 players with 0, 1 with 50, 1 with 100, and 1 with 5. A loss here, round after. It's definitely going to have to be a fullish save. And we're underway.
Smoke's down.
Chamber, aggressive peek over towards long. Going to connect for 50. On that breach. And aggression still over towards this B side. Chamber's fast with those rifles. Able to connect on the Marshall and the ultimate throughout this
Spike
game
is
so
down.
far. And a first kill coming out here
Spike
from
down,
Brimstone,
B.
who has found his way through under, but it's Serafall on the Sage to come through for 2. And it's down
There.
to a 4 versus 3. Huge kills coming out on that flank. And Lenny, though, trading it back out over on the A main side. Chamber, though, has already made his way onto the site. Reyna going to commit the ult to this round. It's a 3 versus 3 and trying to get a clutch steal here on the bonus. From Sand, though, this is going to be dangerous connection on the Phantom. As Lenny, from behind, Vrezel's going to try and get a peek. Has to be careful. Peek comes out. Timing. Both of these players have spotted each other, and Lenny's going to find one more.
Spike
It's 3
down
kills
A.
in this bonus as Chambers push through drop. It's Lenny to find. First headshot out. Concuss going to come through. Chamber is not going to be able to recover just yet. Blind coming out from left side, not able to react in time. 9-6 MCC. Not able to compete here as the bonus is taken. And CGC now in a really solid spot in this game to try and expand this lead up to 4 and get themselves their 10th round on the match and continue to dwindle the economic strength of this MCC squad. Great performance so far on this defensive side.
Don't let up.
Here we go.
Blinding.
Aggression going to be a split. 2 towards arcade. Spike committed over towards that B side. 3 players pushing up into A main. Might be trying to go for the fake. Really far up. Raze gets all the way into the corner. Jet with the operator going to be able to find that pick, but spotted on the chamber trap. The lurk is known. Committing to try and get that ult point. Going to be taken down.
Spike down. B.
Spike spotted. Round's pretty much over. It's going to be 10-6 in favor of CGC, but the judge here from
Last
Sarah
player
Falls
standing.
not going to connect. And last player over towards
Flawless.
the same main side. Only a matter of time before the damage has been done. 4-round lead, 10-6 CGC. Swiftly approaching match point as another timeout's going to be coming through here for the MCC side. They're trying to figure out some kind of strategy that's going to help them to fight back and find some sort of effective way to combat the attacking side. Find a way to break through this defense of this CGC squad, which so far has been relatively impenetrable. CGC just playing consistently, finding the heads, finding a way to get it done. And they're only 3 rounds away from victory here in game number 1. Trying to avoid the overtime sprees that their Division 2 buddies went through in the semifinals. They're looking to close some of these games out in regulation. Don't want to give any confidence over towards this MCC squad, but MCC, they're ones that have been known for comebacks. They know what to do in these situations, and they've done it before. No point in counting them out yet, though this Jet, I have a feeling, is going to make a huge impact here over towards this B-long spot with that operator. Gonna have all 5 agents of MCC committed to this angle. And here we go. Round 17 underway. Angles are there. Shot comes out. Head tapped.
Spike
Gone.
down, attack
Spike down as well. Number 2 gone as well as Shooty was just kind of standing still. 3 kills coming out from the Jet. Knife out. Not
One
expecting a
enemy
4th
remaining.
kill found, but traded out by Maxo. 4 versus 1. Final attacker sitting underneath in the sewers, and Maxo expecting it. Aim down on that angle. Only a matter of time before the ops picked up and the kill is found. 11-6, 5-round lead. And that was a full buy from MCC, who are not going to have any economy to get any kind of rifles and full armor into this round. It's going to be Spectre's Light at best. And the match will be paused as the disconnect has occurred. The Brimstone, I thought, was standing still in that round, but turns out has DC'd and will be working on getting that reconnect back in action. Looks like they're back in now. Although the ping isn't really moving up and down, so maybe not. But again, huge round coming out from this Jet, who's been an absolute menace with this operator. Finding kills all over that B site. It does look like we have the Brimstone back in this game and ready to go. So we just wait this timer to tick away. And it's going to be round 18 to follow. MCC trying to fight their way back. And it's going to be CGC now looking to get this game over to match point, or game point, sorry. And here we go. Looking like aggression from Spawn is going to lead them over towards this B side again, which is an interesting option considering they just got absolutely demolished. Chamber all committed over towards A. Reyna early aggression, not going to spot anything or hear any steps as Race gets their way up over towards this B main side. Bomb buddy down. Concuss coming through. It's Chamber from heaven. Looking to get something done. Over towards Jenny. Jet spotted Chamber. Able to find the kill. The Jet's down. Another kill coming through as Lenny's able to find the headshot. And it's down to a 4 versus 4. Wall up. Lurch finding the kill up in heaven, but Spike's been dropped and it's down to a 3 versus 3. Blind coming out from this Reyna over from Jen. Chamber over towards Canteen and Brim to follow Lenny from behind. Another kill coming out for the Reyna as it's down to a 2 versus 3. Brimstone has the ulti, but the spike can't get planted. There's too much contention. And from the left side, not expecting it, Lenny able to find a third. And it's 55 HP remaining as Lurch finding one. Nade going out, might be able to find the second there, but it's a little too short. Falling back towards the side. Lenny almost taken down, but the kill is found. It's 12-6 and CGC have this one
Match point.
up to match point, as they look to get game 1 up on the board in their favor. So far performing to perfection here on this defensive side. Haven't dropped a single round and looking to make it 7 straight to close out this game. It's looking like the strategy will be to head over towards this A side. 5 players committed as MCC going to have one hell of a comeback here.
We should do.
They want to have any kind of impact in game 1. Bomb buddy down, Disaster. Gonna drop the stimmy and fall back over towards ramp.
Teleport's ready.
It's Molly down to try and slow the push.
Launching smoke.
Breach all committed from this defensive side. 2 found, but Judy there to trade it out. Flanks coming out. It's 4 kills in favor of CGC.
Your duty is not
Rez will come through as well for Seraphal to get it right back to a 2 versus 4. And they're going to rotate over towards the B side. But Chamber, aggressive. Chamber ready to go on this angle. Going to be looking to tap some heads. Jet rotating fast as well. And the op has found the kill. And Chamber knows the second one's there. They were spotted up on top of the box. It's Seraphal against 4. Chamber not connecting on the op shot. First kill found in 50 seconds left to work with. It's Reyna over towards mid. Jet and Brim still playing over towards that A site, but Brimstone will be making their way over towards Canteen. Here we go. Mid peak. 1 Jenny, 1 Canteen.
30 seconds left.
Jet still anchoring on that B site. Patience the name of the game. Dangerous way to approach this site, but so many angles to clear is just one. It's got to be hard. Spike committed to the plant. They're going to push from Canteen. And the match is over. Game 1 in favor of CGC. They find the win with a flawless defensive side. 13-6 the scoreline. And we are going to cut to a quick break. Coming up is some Game 2 action here in the grand finals of the Maricopa College Esports League. Map 2 bind with MCC starting on the attacking side. We'll be back after a couple minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Maricopa College Esports League. This is your Valorant Grand Finals, and we are getting underway with Game 2 of this best of 5. CGC winning Map 1, which was Fracture, by a scoreline of 13-6. They lead this series, and are going to be starting on the defensive side to get us going here on Bind. And it's going to be MCC starting on this attacking half. Looks like pretty similar agent select across the board to get us underway. Pretty standard on both sides, but Bind tends to be a map where the standard meta has a lot of influence. One thing I'm interested to see here is the MCC attacking side first. MCC, to me at least in my experience with the squad, has been a very heavily defensive focused team. And to see them starting on the attacking side could be beneficial or not quite sure. See how they're going to be able to take advantage of their comp, which is going to be a Sova, Chamber, Sky, Raze, and Brimstone. And on the side of CGC for the defending, we've got Jet, Sky, Raze, Chamber, and Omen. Round 1 about to get underway. So we've got a lot of Valorant ahead of us here.
Right
This
here.
being a best of 5 and both of these teams competing for the first
Right
place
here.
finish in the
Right
league. Everything is on the line. Everything so far has led up to this. And while we had a very close first half in Game 1, the second half, MCC didn't have much to show for it. And they're going to be trying to fight back here with a vengeance. Defensive strategy seems to be 3 over towards the A side with 2 pushed over towards that hookah. Over towards B mid. And the execute looks to be over towards this B side as well for the attacking side. 3 towards long, 2 up mid. Sky retreating a little slower as the bomb bot taken down. And Sky going to be playing the close corner in the hookah angle. Wolf going to be able to spot it. One shot of the shorty used, and that's both bullets committed, and Ray's going to take advantage. 1 kill down. Attackers now pushing through Garden as the B site is being executed on. Back site, the Omen taken down. Shooty on the headshot. 1 player still lurking in that smoke from elbow. Boombot gonna take down 2.
Spike
Maxo
down,
gets it
B.
back down to a 3 versus 3. Bomb Buddy making their impact
One
as
enemy
NCT.
remaining.
It's gonna be Brezel and Alex to find 1 more each, and it's down to a 2 versus 1. 100 HP remaining on all. It's classics against the Sheriff. Jet pushing through. Headshot not going to connect. MCC find themselves the opening pistol here on the attacking side with a very swift B execute. And some nice head taps there from Alex J, who's stepping up, one of the quieter players in Game 1, making an impact in this pistol round. And it's MCC to get us up on the board first. Spectres, heavy and light, going to be the buys against Shorties. And a Sheriff as well on the defensive side again.
Know
So
what to
Nanti
do.
Eco early on here as MCC going to be tested early as Bind, one of the more difficult maps to anti-eco on, especially on the attacking side. The angles that can be held by these Shorties and these classics, and even the Sheriffs, is violent. And it's going to be another B execute. Wolf in hookah, doesn't spot any, will get up and over the wall, but I'm not quite sure the Raze was spotted. Holding off on tossing that nade through the smoke as Lurch watching that close right corner will fall back out of the smoke and might be opting to try and go for this A rotate. Both players on the A site playing over towards lamps. And it's going to be Vrezel, the first to make contact here. Smoke down. That's actually going to work really well in his favor, but no contact is made on those bullets. And Omen able to find the double tap on the headshots with the classic. First kill found, down to a 5 versus 4. Penn able to find a headshot with the Sheriff as well. The trade out now down to a 4 versus 3. Gun advantage, still in favor, but Chamber has got a massive lurk in this smoke. With the Spectre able to find 1 more, down to a 3 versus none as the round has been stolen and the anti-eco has been flopped for MCC.
Thrifty.
1-1 the scoreline, and CGC immediately find a response that is going to cripple the economy of this MCC side. It's going to be full saves from them, or at least should be. If not, maybe some armor and some pistols. But that is a huge round and a huge head tops coming out from that Omen over at triple stack. and Jet coming through to find the Sheriff on the trade as well, immediately dwindling the numbers and dwindling the confidence of this attacking side.
Eyes on target.
That's what we need to continue to see from this defensive effort, as it's going to be back towards the B side of the map we go. Wolf through mid. Sky going to be spotted. Pop shots. Coming out over towards A. Skyhawk going through. Sky, though, playing that close angle with the shorty. Switching to the Spectres. Nade drop back left corner. Not going to connect with anyone or do any kind of damage. Slowly creeping into hookah they go. Sky expecting it on the windowsill. Looking to get a kill here with the Spectre. Does a little bit of damage, but not much more than that. Silva drone through. Connection made. Accent still sitting with a lot of HP, but Lurch going to double tap that head, and down he goes. Spectre shots whipped. Heels coming through. Jet spotted on the dart. Raze trying to get out of hookah with the shorty. Not able to connect on the initial spray, and that is a choked opportunity. And it's down to a 1 versus 3. As the defensive side cleans up the Mets and finishes off the round. 2-1 CGC. Back into the lead here. As they're not able to pull off the perfect defensive side this round, but still going to try and show the dominance that they have. See if they're going to be able to continue it as we get ready to go here in game number 2. Finally, out of the first 3 rounds, both of these teams now going to get our first relative first rifle buy, as we already see Panda with an operator for this defensive half. Something with a lot of long angles on the spine map that can be taken advantage of, both on entry and on retake. Going to be aggression over towards this A site. Brim playing very slowly. That's kind of just a default for this attacking side, but Spike committed pretty far up into showers, as it's going to be Lenny who's looking to peek up with the Marshall. Doesn't really expect anybody to be past the aim of his scope, but 2 players sitting there, and let's see if he's going to continue to push or how the reaction is going to be after this jet frag on A was found. Shaber going to opt to fall off the angle. Kill coming through from Vessel on the other side. Might force some rotates here, but Skyhawk coming through is going to force some confusion out for this defensive side. Rotate has been done through teleport. It's going to be an A commit, but 3 defenders sitting here on the opposite sides of smokes, and Ray is taken down and shooting. Able to find that kill. Jet, 2 kills now with that operator. Looking to make an impact here for their team, but Alex is there to find the frag, and now it's down to a 3 versus 2. Making a 2 versus 2 as Lenny, with the trigger discipline, is able to make an impact here from A coming from the site. He's going to find all 3, and it's 3-1 CGC. Continue to find these rounds out of thin air, rounds they have no business winning. And they fight from behind, and that's going to force an early tactical timeout there from the MCC squad. Perfect trigger discipline from that chamber in that cubby, not going for that first shot, waiting for spike plant, and finding all 3 seals the deal in round 4 for this CGC squad. And it's plays like that, plays where trigger discipline and just borderline game knowledge start to show a little bit of the difference between these rosters, and why CGC Division 1 have been able to compete at such a high level and find so much success in this circuit to date. And the timeout expiring. Here's MCC. Luckily, still a lot of Valorant ahead of them. A lot of time to try and figure out a way to break through what seems to be a titanium defensive side in this CGC roster. They've had a little bit of success on the pistol, going for a really fast B execute, finding their operation off of an early pick, but haven't really been able to find a way to replicate that in any way, shape, or form here after that initial round. And it's looking like aggression going to be over towards this A side again. Buy's going to be half for MCC on the attacking side. We've got a Spectre, a Shorty, some pistols going up against full rifles, full armor from CGC. It's looking like A aggression early on. 3 defenders already committed over towards this A side. As Bomb Body not going to spot anybody, but Phantom will connect on Shooty for 1. Line going out. Not going to connect. Opportunity here from the drop. Shorty shots coming through. Looking to connect on some kind of headshot here. The chamber popped off that box with the blast pack, and Lenny and Disaster just kind of cleaning up this anti-eco round.
Last player standing.
Down to a 5 versus 1. No
Spike down
damage
A.
taken actually from anybody on this defending side. Going for a true flawless round if they're going to be able to find this kill. But damage was taken, and Lenny finishes it off. 4-1 the scoreline. CGC expanding their lead and asserting their dominance so far on the battlefield. Util usage, aim, all of the above, just borderline strategy so far for this squad has been up to par. And they've been taking advantage of it to the utmost perfection. As round 6 about to get underway, and here we go. Chamber all going to be committed early over towards that A side, but it's B, the name of the game here in round number 6. Jet peeking with the operator, just awaiting a single shoulder to peek out from this corner. It's looking like Brimstone might be slowly walking into it. Doesn't want to peek it too hard because knows that that angle might be being held. Jet's held it before, but now it's Sova who might spoil the party. Drone going to come out. That's going to spot the single and shut down that opportunity. As Vrezel finding this frag over towards the A site. One more to beat, but Chambers still sitting on top of U-Haul, able to find that kill with the operator. Or pardon me, with his ultimate. And it's over towards B we go. 4 players over towards mid, 1 on the attacking side. Alex gonna find one more. Headshot potential here over towards B long. Ray's gonna opt to just go for the ultimate instead. Force that dash into the teleporter, and the site is there. Zoman back site tapped away. 4-1 most likely turning into 4-2 as Chamber flanking from the CT side, and Jet taking a long rotate. And Chamber hit with that arrow, taken down to 100 HP.
Launching smoke.
Slowly, time on this spike begins to tick away. As MCC just have a solid post-plant hold. Not much you can really do about it. Flash is coming out, trying to get some kind of vision. Lenny and Pen actually connect for 2. It's down to a 2 versus 1. He knows where both players are, but he's not able to connect on the headshots, and the round finished off. And a 4-2 scoreline remain as MCC find a way to strike back and get things going here in the early stages of game 2. Almost a borderline must-win situation for them. Going down 0-2, forcing yourself to have to reverse sweep in this series is not where you want to be. And we are underway in round number 7.
Go get it.
Aggression over towards Hookah. Sky not going to push forward too hard. Chamber on long. Sova drone. Not going to spot it. Fell off the shoulder angle quick, but now marked. Trying to break that trap. Will fall back over towards elbow. It's going to be 3 players here on the B side looking to defend against this aggression. Shock dart out. Flash coming through. Lenny actually going to connect for 2. And now 3 as he pushed through the smoke in Garden and shuts down this round for CGC as the last player is known on their location. And flanking through long. Not going to get shot at. The rotation is over towards this A site. Sky with the spike. Gonna look to get some exit frags here in the round. That's gonna be 1, but not expecting one more. And 5-2 the scoreline. 3-round lead now, the deficit in favor of CGC once again as they continue to fight on this defensive side. Ultimate's gonna be sitting up and ready for this Omen and Jet, and only Chamber on the attacking side for MCC ready to go with that golden op. And it's looking like the name of the game is going to be back over towards this B side early on. As Here we go. Chamber aggression early, has teleporter down. Skyhawk coming out. Gonna have to repeat, go for that headshot, but he's taken down by the Spectre. An accident, finding a trade at least, able to get it down to a 4 versus 4. As Omen Telly gonna put them back over towards back CT. No players over on the A side of the map as Ray's trying to get something done here. Sky up in hookah. It's a 4 versus 4, but all 4 players ready to go, and it's 2 kills found for the side of CGC. Shooty doing their best to try and trade it back, but kills are found. Knives are hitting heads. It's a 4 versus 1, 3 versus 1, and it's 6-2, the scoreline, as CGC continue to find these spectacular retakes, not even allowing for the spike plants to go down sometimes. And so far, these players performing extremely well with the help of Lenny and Panda, both sitting at 10 and 14. Only 3 deaths and 4 deaths for them as well, and only 3 assists sitting up on the board. Substantial performance coming out. Substantial increase in performance compared to the boys over at MCC. It's going to be a aggression. Combat Stim not going to help. Maxo able to take down Lurch's Vision Dart going through it. Omen holding close with that shorty. Sova doesn't want to get too close. Peeking through, Omen decides to slip through. The audio is found. What a play from Disaster. It's a 5 versus 1. Potential for another flawless round here as Alex is taken down from behind. And it is now 7-2 in favor of the CGC squad, who are putting together a spectacular defensive stand in this map. And it's just been textbook. I mean, not much to get excited about, not much to really read into too much. They've just been outperforming by the textbook definition and finding a way to get things done. As round 10 is underway. B-site going to be the spot of aggression. There's one already taken down. Chamber all committed. Accent gonna find one more. Plant. With this chamber, finding that frag on the operator. Smoke's down, and Omen actually gonna find that kill through the smoke. With that blind, able to find 2, and a great flank over from that A site closes this round out. And 8-2 stands the scoreline. That 6-round lead up on the board. And CGC just not really stepping down. Continuing. No remorse. No space. Suffocating this MCC squad in this game. And they're gonna opt to go right back over towards that B site again. All 5 players committed. Interesting strategy. 1 player over towards Garden. The Jet back in spawn, and 3 players over towards the A site. Skyhawk coming through. Kill for 1, kill for 2, almost finding the 3rd, but it's down to a 4 versus 3, although I believe the Jet might have DC'd, so I'm going to say 3 versus 3. As Skywolf onto site, Shock Dart not going to connect on much. Nade through, no damage. And it's 2 players back towards CC. Blind from Omen. Headshots coming out from Maxo.
1 enemy remaining.
And Disaster finishing off the round 9-2. Even with the AFK Jet, they're able to find wins like that.
Last round.
And it's last round of this first half. And the potential to have a 10-2 round if they're able to hold down the fort while the Jet is gone. It is going to be a 3-1 split on this defensive side, and Sky looking to get aggressive in mid. Not connecting on much. His flash going to come out. Ray's committed over into that corner. First frag coming out from Ascent onto Serafall. Lurch able to trade on the 1 and Telly, and Lurch going to find one more even though they were concussed. And it's down to a 2 versus 3 versus 4, pardon me. Smoke's coming down, covering the cross. Raise ult early, not going to connect on any. And the Jet has actually returned, as it is going to be a 3 versus 4 retake. Multiple players on site and 2 sitting over back towards Garden.
That's a good spot.
Lenny able to find 1, down to a 3 versus 3. Panda able to find 1 more, down to a 2 versus 3. And 1 player sitting over towards Guardian able to find 1. And Brimstone with the ulti. Decides not to use it. Spike gets half. Now gonna go for the ulti, but Chamber's there to peek. And he did get the ult down in time, and the defuse doesn't come. It's a 1 versus 1. The time has ticked, and Chamber has no time. The round has been won, and Brimstone has done it with the ulti. It's 9-3. They get the curse scoreline.
Switching sides.
And let's see if they're going to be able to turn it into anything. They have the leisure of the defensive side now here on Bind. They're going to try and find a way to make the most of it. They're down 9-3. Giving up this pistol here is almost game over at that point. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. For the attacking side, it's going to be what looks like an A default. Underway we go here in round 13. Second half of action getting started. It's going to be a complete read here from the defensive side. 5 players committed over towards this A site, and all 5 players on the attacking side committed over towards A. It's a 1-for-1 trade to get us started, but immediately 2 more kills coming out on the attacking side. Double tap for Lenny. It's a 4 versus 1, and that round ended fast. 10-3 the scoreline. An immediate shutdown from the fast A aggression. And CGC continuing to show why they deserve this spot in these grand finals and how they've been able to perform so far. They are dominant. They're consistent. They're able to find ways to win these rounds when you really think they shouldn't be able to. And that's the difference between a top tier team and a team that's fighting for second place. But hopefully MCC are going to be able to find a way to get it done. Bomb Buddy into Hookah is not going to detect the chamber yet. Sky Flash coming through. Shooty able to connect with the Marshall to find a kill over towards B long, but they're looking to force this aggression into this B site as it looks like so far. Shock darts coming through. Smokes, util, everything in the book. And Panda able to find that kill immediately in the back site, not expecting it as Alex's one drops and now has finally been spotted as Lurch able to run and gun for 1. Over from CT. Not a lot of HP to work with. Continuing to run back and forth as the headshot is found, but Shooty there to trade it out. And the rotate is going to be over towards this A site. And the spike is going to get planted. A lot of HP to work with on both players and not a lot remaining on the Sova.
Shadows traveling.
They are now going to make their way through CT over towards that A site. And into tunnel they go. Heard by both. Omen throwing down the smoke onto site is Shooty pushing through heaven. Only with the Spectre not going to be able to do much. As both players now over towards back site. And time continuing to tick away as Maxwell going to find one more. Final with the Spectre is Sarah fall and drop. She will. As 11-3 is the scoreline in 12 rounds now. In quick pursuit. As we are going to get another tactical timeout from this MCC side who just really haven't been able to find a way to get anything done in this game or on this map. It has been all CGC all the time. They're not winning the aim duels. The strategy is a little lackluster. But it really is coming down to the aim. It's aim duel after aim duel that I think MCC are going to have an opportunity to win it and have a shot to be number one, but they're just not able to find it. And the timeout starting to wither away. And we're shortly awaiting some round 15 action here in game 2 of this grand final. A win here for CGC in this round is going to put it to match point, which would also lead them to series point if they find the win on the map. Getting themselves up to 2-0 in this best of 5 series. Only going to be one more win away, and it's looking like the attacking aggression is going to be all over towards Showers. Sky Wolf is only going to spot one, and that's going to force some aggression from Lurch. Not expecting 5 players to be here with Vandals in hand. Or a Vandal Spectre and a Sheriff in hand. Sky going to wolf her own. Shot coming out. Early nade from Lurch, not going to connect on much damage. But fall back they will as 4 players sitting here ready to defend. Smoke down, Lurch tagged hard. Sova taken down, headshot, clears it out. Jet fast into the back of the site, finding one more. There's one more in the smoke and it's taken down fast. Bonus round gets it to 12-3 as only one more player remains. And it's going to be not another flawless on the game. It's just a 12-3 lead.
Match point.
And I think at this point, it's going to be pretty safe to say that CGC have found themselves the win on map number 2. And it's looking like we are going to get a timeout from the Jet. Who knows why? Maybe they want to try and make sure that they finish this round off with one game. Or one more round. Not try and get any kind of momentum over towards this MCC squad, although I highly doubt that's the case. But you never know, you never know. And again, huge shout out to everybody in chat who's coming out and support these teams and all the teams that have participated so far in this league. It's been an absolute pleasure to be able to be a part of that and be the caster for you guys here for the semifinals and finals. If you didn't see me last time, my name's K Factor. And I love coming out here and being able to cast collegiate action in Valorant and multiple other games as well. And to see the support from chat and see everybody come out and supporting their teams, it's awesome to watch. And we're glad that you guys are here and tuning in on your Thursday night to watch these teams brawl it out in these grand finals. And finally, we're seeing some MCC support in the chat. They're going to have to make one hell of a comeback here. They're down 9, and this is map 2. Already down 1 map in the series. They're going to have to get something going here. Dart shot down immediately. All 5 players over towards Showers, but Chamber able to gather a lot of information, knowing that these players are committed over towards this A site. In the smoke. This is a fast push through and not expecting it. Headshot found. 1 more kill. It's 2 players down. Round virtually over. 5 versus 2, ults to work with. Jet's gonna have knives as well, and both players on the flank. Sky expecting it, headshot found. It's 12-3. It's a 1 versus 5, and not a single ounce of HP missing from any of the attacking side. And Sky
Harden up, girly.
isn't gonna be able to keep the flawless. Ult gonna be used. It's a 1 versus 4, but time ticking away. MCC with not a lot to work with. All the util being dumped, and game 2 is not yet, but now in the books for CGC. A 13-3 dominant victory as they now lead this series 2-0, and we will be heading to Icebox for game 3, where CGC will be starting us off on the attacking side. We are going to cut to a quick break, and we are going to be back with what could be the last map of Valorant here in the grand final, so don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss that action. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Game 3 of the grand finals here for Valorant in the Maricopa College Esports League. It is MCC versus CGC, and if you're just joining us, CGC Division 1 has won the past 2 maps and have now got it on series and tournament point. They are looking to win it all right here, right now on the almighty Icebox. They have been pretty commanding victories in games 1 and 2, and they are coming out here in game number 3, starting on the attacking side and looking to come out with a vengeance. You've got Panda switching off of Jet onto the Reyna. You got Maxo on Chamber, Disaster on Viper, Sova with Accent, and Lenny rocking Jet. And then on the side of MCC, you've got Lurch on the Yoru. Okay. And then you've got Serafall rocking Sage, Alex J on Reyna, Jet on Vrezel, and Shooty on Raze. You've got a 4 duelist comp on MCC on the defending side with the Sage versus a pretty standard Icebox comp with the Chamber, Viper, Sova. Okay, this is going to be an interesting game because I know MCC is crazy to watch on Icebox, and their defensive side is always interesting to see. But here we go. Underway in game number 3, the pistol round about to get us started. MCC need to find 3 straight map wins in a row if they want to be your champions. If not, it's going to be CGC to take it, and this is their first attempt to do so. It's going to be over towards the A site to get us started. All 5 attackers over there, and it's all 4 defenders pushing straight through mid. An interesting round to get us started off, as Maxo with the golden gun going to connect for 55. Flank being watched by Panda with the Sheriff, able to connect on some shots. First kill found and a little bit of damage done to the Reyna. Second kill found from the Chamber on Maxo. Golden gun headshot onto the Euro, sends him into the void as around the corner we go. 5 versus 2, down to a 4 versus 2, and trying to find the kill. The classic, it's Maxo for 4, and a 1-0 round lead for CGC early on to get us started. A great performance so far. To get us done early here on Icebox, CGC. Performance that we've expected from them early on, and this is the start that they're looking to get on the attacking side of Icebox. You really want to abuse this attacking side and try and get as much rounds on the board as possible before heading onto the defense. It's going to be early shorty pushes. Continuing to run up. Yoru has made his way relatively unknown, but is tapped in the head. And the shorty's not really going to connect on any kills, and it's just Serafall on the Sage. All the way back on the flank to work with. Trying to avoid the chamber trap. Just going to play the corner for exit frags instead, but nobody going to really head towards her direction. Eventually, it's going to be the Sova and mid with the Sheriff. Not much they can do. Wall is raised on Container. Doing all they can to avoid death. Shock Dart not going to connect, but will get taken down. And a flawless round for CGC. As the scoreline is 2-0. CGC continuing. Put up a nice performance here as we will start to see some buys on the side of MCC now. They saved 2 times in a row, and we're going to get some rifles, light armor, some heavy armor as well. And Alex J just going to sit on the Sheriff on the save. We've got full rifle, full heavy on the side of MCC. Alex J, though, connecting on a headshot with the Sheriff. Going to get it down to a 5 versus 4. In mid, Lurch peeking. From mid we go. Panda able to find 1 more kill. Down to a 4 versus 3. Lurch. Mid ramp. Still trying to tap some heads, but it's Lenny up on top of 2. Who's going to send Yoru down into the deep. And Jet in kitchen. Timing. Not going to work out in their favor. Lenny's got 3. It's down to a 4 versus 1. And it's Serafall left over at mid ramp to try and compete in this game. Spray coming out. Ran out of bullets. Strafing back and forth. No way that this Jet is alive. It is 3-0. Up on the board for CGC. as they have dominated the first 3 rounds of this Icebox side. And I mean, defensive side with 4 duelists, there's not really much you can do on Icebox, which is a heavy util map. You have to try and slow down those aggressives with Sage Walls, smokes from, say, an Omen or a Brim. There's got to just be some kind of util usage. And you lock a 4 duelist comp starting on the defending side. What more could you expect? Over towards the A site we go. It's a default spread, and it's going to be 2 kills coming out on both the main lurkers. But it's Airfall up here on Jenny, sitting in a nice corner. Shot through the wall, not going to connect really at all, and it's going to be a 5 versus 1. Again, here in round number 4, it's raised all the way back at yellow on B site. And Reyna over towards Snowman. Gonna find Shooty and finish him off. As it is 4-0 now, CGC. And we are going to get some buys, I think. Econ's still pretty low there for MCC. Not going to be able to do much heading into round number 5.
That works.
And a pretty dominant performance so far on this attacking side.
Teleport's ready.
Really taking advantage of the defensive weakness in the comp
Bonne chance, mes amis.
of this MCC side. And round 5 underway. Mid, the aggression as long as A main, with Reyna pushing up pretty fast, but not going to be able to find any picks this time around. Lurch, though, will connect on 1. Teleport towards mid. Head was spotted, but not tapped. Jet up towards ramp with that Guardian, trying to do some work in a 4 versus 4 scenario. Euroclone coming out. Line going to be found. And trip triggered. And Panda going to find one more head tap there on the Shooty.
1 enemy remaining.
2 more kills coming out. Down to a 4 versus 1. And once again, it is just the Sage remaining over on B site with the Bucky. Making their way into kitchen. Reyna dropping down into Snowman. We'll just be sitting on the boxes here playing for exit frag. So 5-0 now. The scoreline in favor
You fought well.
of CGC once this round hits its bitter end. Vandal found on top of that box, and still full HP for Seraphal here, but no real chance at winning the round. Slows dropped. Just trying to escape with this Vandal. And 1 in spawn. Seraphal going to find 1 more. 2 players remain. Just trying to continue and dwindle this chase. Chamber slowly pushing up over near the stairs, and Sova might be going for the knife here. Watch out behind you. He misses. Oh my god. A chaotic round there to end it off, but still a 5-0 lead in favor of CGC, who have enough econ to last them until round 10 at this point. And it's going to be MCC now who are going to be able to force up some Vandals and Operators and get themselves an opportunity to get their first round up on the board. And it's just going to be default strategy again. 4 players for the defending side over towards this B site. Lenny immediately able to find the first frag over towards A, but all the defenders are sitting here over on the B flank, and Seraphal will be able to take out Maxo with the push. 3 players now on the flank of T-spawn, sorry, but they are going to get spotted from mid. A whiff spray, but a head tap from Lenny with knives on the Jet. Wall put down to try and slow the aggress as shock dart through. Nice and creative bounce, but not going to be able to do much with it as these players both sitting over towards A main, just under heaven. And 1 up on top, Seraphal able to find the head tap on the spray. 1 more peeking from main, and shot going to come through with the judge. There's just not enough time to go for the retake. Head tap from Panda's going to get it down to a 2 versus 1, and raised to run with no HP. It's going to be 6-0 the score. Just playing for the exit frags, but Panda's shooting around every corner and doesn't quite want to push through. And around the corner they go. The raise is going to peek with the judge and find 1, but will get taken down. And a pretty solid performance as CGC continue to dominate this game and get it to a 6-0 scoreline really fast. There again, full rifle buy and enough econ to work with for a while. And MCC gonna have some rifles, just a Sheriff Marshal the other side. And it looks like Yoru is gonna go for the ultimate here with that shorty. And it's gonna be a pretty spread out default as Alex trying to find a kill. Not gonna be able to do it. 2 players down, 5 versus 3. And Yoru on the flank in A main, taken down by Maxo on the chamber. Rez coming out. Shot from Jet going to connect for 1, but head tap is there. Now looking for 1 more. Not going to be able to find it. Spike down and spawn. That's 3 kills coming out on the flank. Both players over towards main. Lenny now going to try and clean this up. It's just Seraphal to play in the 1 versus 2, and not going to be able to do it. 7-0 the scoreline. CGC. Looking to just continue this spree and maybe even go for the perfect 13-0 game. But it's MCC who are struggling to find any signs of life here in this grand finals match. And their buys are just shattered. No econ as they continue to force round after round. And it's going to be a pretty split up default again. Chamber over towards B long. Not going to push up too far. Is Viper able to find the head tap early on? Lenny going to take down the Raze before the ult can be shot. And onto the A site they go. Vrezel for 1 with the knives, but half HP. And Lurch going to find 1 more as well. Down to a 3 versus 3. Lurch going to be able
Down.
1 enemy remaining.
hit down the flank and not find any kind of kill. And it's 2 kills on the A site. And the cleanup is there. 8-0. The scoreline on the half. And it's round after round repeating itself as MCC just aren't able to put anything together. CGC, though, I mean, is just dominant. They're winning the aim duels. The util is better. Their comp is better at this point. And it is slightly what was expected just based on paper. This is maybe what most players would have predicted. Of course, the games were a lot closer in game 1 and actually had a very even first half out there on Fracture. But shooting now, connecting for 2, and Lurch going to connect on number 3, and maybe this perfect game is going to be short-lived. It's just Jet and Chamber to try and save it. 1 on top of Jen. Jet falling back, but they don't expect her to be so close. Nobody in the lower part yet, and Jet going to peek it. Shot coming through, not going to kill, and now it's a 1 versus 5. And they're expecting the mid-push, and they do get themselves around. The 13-0 has been ruined. It is 18-1. Or 18-1. It is 8-1. And we're heading into round number 10.
Satchel out.
As the time left in this game is slowly ticking away, and I have a feeling the time left in this series as well. But MCC, they still got time to work with. They do have a whole half of Valorant to play, and they still got a couple rounds left here as well. An 8-4 isn't too bad if you're able to put through a couple. And try and pull something together on the attacking side. 2 players over towards mid, 2 players on A, and Reyna lurking back in spawn. Try and find anybody aggressing over from B. There's nobody on the A site currently. It's all 5 defenders over towards the B side. Yoru will throw down his teleport node, and already in kitchen is Lenny. And that's 2 kills for this attacking side. Make it 3, and bomb plant going down over towards the A side. His last 2 players on the defending side playing over towards yellow.
1 enemy remaining.
And Lenny gonna find another. Last player there. Lenny gonna find the 4th.
How demoralizing.
9-1. The scoreline in this half. And the scoreboard, 15 kills for Lenny on 4 deaths. 12 kills for 4 deaths on Panda. 11 and 5 for the Chamber, 5-4 for the Viper, and 2-3 for Accent on the Sova. Seraphal currently sitting up at 7 and 8. Top frag on the team
A gift.
in this round, and 7 and 10 sitting up there for Shooty. 3-9 Lurch, 2-9 Alex, and 1-9 on Vrezel. Push up on B. Jet taken down. Head tap. Lenny, 1 more kill. from Jenny. Serafal going to be able to add one more to that kill tally. As it's down to a 4 versus 2. Yoru all the way back in the corner of spawn, and
One
Reyna
enemy
expecting
remaining.
it, peeking it, finds the kill, and it's just raised now over towards the B site. It's just Raze over towards yellow. Looking to hang on to this Marshall. Maybe find some frags. Who knows? It's Viper. Just anchoring the site just in case. And Raze now eventually going to push over onto the B flank. Spotted by the trap. Will take it down. And Reyna's still sitting back in T spawn on the lurk. Just watching for it. And maybe going for the knife here. Is right below. Trying to get there for it. Swinging the axe when Maxwell's going to take it with the pistol.
Welcome to my world.
And it's
Last
10-1.
round before the switch.
And last round of the first half. And we're going to get a timeout. Timeout called from MCC last round of the final half, or first half of this game. It is a 10-1 scoreline, so maybe this was all a plan. Maybe they were to raise the confidence of CGC to this extent just so that they could crumble it with some unexpected strategy that we've never seen before. You never know. You never know. We'll see what they're going to be able to do. As I mean, if you're MCC at this point, maybe you're playing for fun. Maybe if you squeeze out a couple rounds, you try a little harder, and you know, I had a similar experience to this last night. It just because, I mean, it's story time at this point, I guess. Playing a comp game, right? Near the end of the act, down 9-0, some Rays on the other teams dropping 22 kills in 9 rounds. We're just getting smurfed on. We're just out there having fun. I mean, we're not enjoying ourselves at all, but we're having fun. And we start to string together a couple rounds towards the end of the half and start to try. You know what? It's 9-9 at some point. We fight it back. Or it was 11-9 or something. I don't know. We got it close. That's what matters. And you know what? We lost a little less RR and we felt a little better about ourselves. So maybe MCC are going to try and do something here, but Brezel's AFK in spawn. So maybe not. I don't know. 10-1, 3 players, ace site shooting. Going to find a nice op shot. Been connecting with that operator the last couple rounds. And there's Alex as well. Another op shot connecting. Crossfire as well. Wait a minute. They've got it down to a 4 versus 1 after losing the first frag of the half. And it's just Reyna who's trying to clutch this one out. Yoru in mid off of ramp. Flank there. And Alex going to find the kill. 10-2. Look at that.
Switching sides.
Signs of life from MCC. They get the win heading into the second half as CGC are just 3 rounds away from winning the league and being your champions. But MCC trying to stand in the way. Down 8, looking to fight back with the pistol round win here if they can get it done on this Icebox attacking side. They've got 4 duelists. They're definitely capable. If anyone's going to be a menace on this attacking side, it's going to be them. And here we go. We're 4 seconds away from starting. And we're underway. A, gonna be the first attack. Jet and Reyna both pushing aggressively. Lenny already finding a headshot. Shooty looking to satchel up and over onto Jen with the shorty. Gonna be able to find that kill onto Panda, falling down from the smoke. Down to a 4 versus 4. 2 players, though, already on the lurk. Yoru spotted one. Throwing down the clone. Lenny able to find one more. Looking for a third, but not able to do so. Brezel there to trade it out. And Yoru teleporting to the site. It's going to be 2 on flank, 1 over towards screens, and a 3 versus 3, and both teams having 1 player pretty low HP. Disaster going to find 2 kills with the shorty. Only 1 more remaining on the Yoru, and Disaster finishes the round off himself. 11-2, the scoreline. CGC find the pistol and are getting ever so closer
Scanning ahead.
to winning this league in a 3-0 grand final sweep. They are going to force up on Spectres. MCC at this point playing for survival, so going to force up as much as they can, or at least get some sheriffs or some skin in the game. And we're going to get another tactical timeout as Bresla is disconnected. And we've got another 50 seconds of just me and you, chat. Just me and you. A slaughter on Icebox. And Advisor Mike behind the cam. By the way, everybody, let's get a heart in chat and a shout out for Mr. Mike back here running the observing for all of these games of Valorant that you're seeing. And I know this man has put a lot of work behind the scenes to get this circuit up and running, and a lot of development and a lot of just everything in general. This man is a phenom. I've only known him for a couple days. I've only talked to him twice, and I know he's a beast. So hearts in chat, give this man a clap. He's putting in some good work back here. And I know you're not always recognized when you're behind the camera, but show the man some love. And it's round 14. As we get underway. Back on Icebox, on Zip. Oh, that was a close angle. Lenny able to find one. Max, we're going to find another Lenny there for the second. And Brezel dashing through the smoke. Lenny going to be able to find the headshot. It's going to be 12-2, and now only one round remains.
Match point.
Between CGC and the championship trophy. Pretty dominant performance. Pretty dominant performance. They went 13-6 in map 1. They went 13-3 in map 2. And they're looking to do it 13-2 here in map 3 as well. So here we go. Round 15 underway. Up on the 2 goes Rezel with the sheriff in hand. Shooty able to find a kill.
Down,
With that operator, as Lurk's going to be taken down as well, and Reyna's still sitting
standing.
attacking spawn. It's a 3 versus 1 with the operator, not going to be able to connect. And ladies and gentlemen, CGC are your Valorant champions with the knife kill to finish it
Defenders
off.
win.
3-0 the series, 13-2 the final score, and that is going to close it out. A pretty dominant and relatively expected performance coming out from the Division 1 boys over at CGC. That was just textbook Valorant. Not much to say about that. Not much to say about that at all. I don't know, Mike, is there anything you wanted to say before closing it out? No? All right. Well, ladies and gents, that's been it. I mean, my name's been K-Factor, and I really appreciate all of you that came out and watched the stream tonight, supported both teams. At K-Factor _ on Twitter, I'd really appreciate it. Make sure you follow MCEL Esports on Twitch, because these guys are going to be putting on a lot of events to come, and I can't wait to be a part of them, or even just be a spectator myself. Hope to see you guys later. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching, showing your support. Great job from both teams to make it this far. Congratulations, CGC, on being your champions, and you guys have a great rest of your Thursday night, and enjoy as we get towards Friday and the weekend. See you guys.